guys, it's the Queen. It's my Talk to Me Tuesday for June 26, 2018. I only have a couple of things to show today, and that is the progress on the ever popular slip covers I've been working on. Seems like forever. Like I had mentioned last week, a lot of things had come up, and it seems like every weekend that I plan to do something for myself, it doesn't ever work out that way. First, I want to show you a couple of hints for Jackson's party before I forget, because I did forget the last couple of times. I've got a few things here that I'm going to make into something. I don't know if you can see what those are. They're just those cellophane bags. They're tinted red. I've got a red jump rope, some over-the-door hooks, and a mop. These items are going to be turned into something that will be more of a decoration. I might turn it into a game. I haven't decided yet, but it's definitely a decoration, a prop for his party. And if you have any idea what I'm going to make with them, I'd like to see your comments. Either if you're watching me on YouTube, put your comments below. If you're watching me on WordPress, then go ahead and comment on there how you usually do. Either way, I'll see them. And who knows, I might start doing a giveaway for somebody who actually guesses this. Here we go again. Over the door hooks, a red jump rope, and the color is significant. Clear red cello bags, and a mop. I hope I have achieved my goal of stumping you even further. All right, I have gotten down to the nitty-gritty. Today, I will be done with my cushion cover, slip covers. I have the love seat completed, and I have the bottom seat sections of the two chairs. Now I just have to do the two sections for the back cushions, and those are the ones with the arch. I thought the arch was going to give me trouble. I did the silly thing of I took all my measurements, laid it out, cut it, instead of actually just laying the cushion down and tracing around it and then adding my seam allowance. But it turned out okay. It was exactly right. So I guess my math skills and all of those hard classes that I took back in high school actually stuck with me and paid off, because they came out perfectly as if I had traced around it. So yay for the Queen. This is what one of the zipper plaques looks like. And I thought these were going to be like the hardest thing ever, and they weren't. That was pretty much the easy part. Measure, cut, stitch, and go for it. And they are great. So now I've done two different types of zippers. I can't believe I just pulled it off. Anyway, I've done two kinds of zippers. The ones for the slip covers and the one for the MZ, and they're sewn on in two different styles of sewing it on. And this is more like for a garment because it's hidden in the seam. So when I find a pattern that calls for a zipper, I can't be intimidated anymore. I can just go for it. I have a long list of to-dos. The month of July is my birthday month, and I will be, and I want to try to get a few things accomplished that I've had on my to-do list since January of this year. Hopefully I can get those things done. If not, they'll roll over to the next month and probably have more stuff stacked on top of it. But what I was trying to say was I've got all these things that I've got to get done, so that when we get to the surgery point, I won't have that hanging over my head and I won't be worrying about, oh, I didn't get this done, I didn't get that done. So July is going to be my crunch month with working on his birthday things, getting that information and the links all together for the clutch order forms for the fundraiser, and doing the bake sale list and that kind of thing. The bake sale, that's easy. I don't worry about that. The only thing, it takes time to bake a lot of cookies and goodies, but I will also be asking for donations of baked goods too, so that I won't be doing all the baking. There's a lot of ladies at our church that are, that are very helpful, so I could actually ask a couple of them to oversee that, and that would be one less thing I have to worry about. But as far as my sewing projects, I still need to get some things done on a project that my mom handed over to me. I have to get that finished and quilted. I also want to get the eyesore handled. This brown dresser needs to be gray. And one of these days you guys are going to tune in and you're going to say, oh, look, at she finally painted that dresser. I'll be surprised myself when I get it done. I also need to finish working on my Black Panther quilt, getting the rest of those patterns tested. We have a lot of stuff going on with the property, the rental property, so I've got to get busy on some of those items. And what else for sewing? Jackson's Tummy Time mat, and I've been collecting t-shirts to make more pants for when the weather changes. I want to get a good stockpile of nice pants set up for him that are, for that in-between weather when it's not quite fall, it's not quite summer, it's definitely not winter, but you'd want to have an extra layer on your skin to protect you from the chill. My project board is over there and it hasn't been touched, so that means I've got a lot of things on there to get done. And I know I have my Prince quilt to finish. I've got a couple of secret projects over there that I need to work on. I'm going to put a picture up here of the quilt design that I finally think I'm going to use for one of these quilts. I'm making 4 quilts, 4 gifts for Christmas, and now that it's almost July, is now time to really get down to it. 5 quilts for July. If I can just sit down after I get this other stuff done, I can do little pieces of that here and there and keep them in their baskets, and I'll get it done. Things I do for other people, I seem to get done faster than things I have set for myself. So I know I won't worry about those. They'll get done. I don't think there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. There was, but I can't think of it. If I happen to think of something, then I will splice it in at the end. Until then, you guys stay crafty, hug the ones you love, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hey, speaking of the Prince quilt, there it is. Well, one of them. And that is the quilt I made for my daughter. It's called Radiant Blossom. there's the black and white triangle quilt that I'm going to send to Jennifer R. at Playful Piecing. She's going to quilt that for me. And that's the end of my show. Right on time. Have a good day. Bye. On this day in 1984, Purple Rain was released. To celebrate, why not head over to fandomandstitches.com and make a Prince pattern or two while listening to one of his best creations.